Welcome back to Radiant Dawn, and today we begin part 2. And I kind of wish there was a river below this map, that way we can call the episode Crimea River and not Crimea Sky. That would have a better ring to it. But this is a very unique map in that everyone is flying. So we have Valencia here. She is okay right now. She's primarily the healer for this chapter. I like the unit she turns into later on when she gets her personal sword, which is basically a brave sword. And I'm actually going to be taking her to endgame because I like the idea of a flying healer. I think she's a really fun unit to use, but personality-wise, she's kind of meh. I think she's too much of a damsel in distress, at least in the last game, but she's a fun unit. And Marcia is here. Last time in Path of Radiance we had to bench her because she was a mount, but this time we are certainly more than welcome to use her. She is not, to me, as good in this game. I feel like she's another character on my to-train list in this game one day, but not this playthrough. I feel like she would benefit from some transfer bonuses. Her availability is kind of mediocre, and that kind of hurts. Then we have Neyluchi, another playable Raven. You do see him in Path of Radiance if you watch the story, but this is the first time he's playable. He has a Laguz Stone to help us out. Wrath as well if he gets slow. He should be good for this, but we do have to pay attention to his transform gauge. He's certainly a bit better than Vika. And then Leanne, our next Heron. We did see her in Path of Radiance because Ike had to carry her around during the Serenade's Forest arc. And she doesn't really care about transforming like Rayson does, but she does dance in a unique way, and I'll be sure to show that off now. So these dragons around us are not actually going to kill Leanne. I believe the gimmick is they want to capture Leanne. I think I'm going to attack from this side because I do need to set this up for Leanne. Okay, good. I remembered to turn the animations back on since the last very long episode. And we have new battle music. I don't think I mentioned in part 1 that the Dawn Brigade did get new battle music at chapter 6. I don't really care for that one, but this one's okay, I guess. I really like the one in part 3. Oh, let's go for this, and then I can show off how Leanne works. So hopefully this will be a lot shorter of a chapter. Oh, by the way, Marcia is already a pre-promote. She is a Falcon Knight at this stage because there are tier 3 units in the game. Units from this point forward will always have, they'll always be promoted. I guess I can just move Valencia up here forward a little bit. So now I can show off how Leanne works. So Leanne can dance either vertically or horizontally. Not a plus sign like Raphael can, so of course we're going to do these two. In this case we have to pick a line who we want to dance for. But I think we're going to have Neyluchi and Marcia finish off this guy. Yeah, but this is a really cool map. A lot of people like this one. It's very unique. It'd be really hard to implement this anywhere else because in other games your flyers might be dead or you wouldn't have trained them. This kind of reminds me of the sky battles in Pokemon X and Y. But in that game, if you, like for example, some people would just keep like a level, I don't know, 10 Vivillon or whatever in their party, and then you run into someone with like a Talonflame later in the game, and then you can't do really anything against it. Kind of trolly, but I believe those battles were optional. But here, because this game works in parts, we can easily implement something like this, and I think I'm just going to canto you in front of Leanne. I've never tried this myself, but I'm sure it might be beneficial to let one of them grab Leanne. And there's what Valencia looks like in battle. Let one of them grab Leanne to maybe weigh them down, and these guys can take them out easier, I guess. Well, I'm sure everyone here is already doubling. So Valencia's class is a little bit different than Marcia. She's considered a queen, and that is a tier 3 unit, but unfortunately she's stuck with this mediocre slim sword. So it feels like she's doing worse than Marcia. Okay. Right, I may let's see. want to make use of Valencia if we need to heal again. Ow, like right there. I guess we can have Valencia finish off that sponge brain. I'm just trying to think of how I want them to dance. Yeah, because Marcia and Nelucci are not going to endgame, but Valencia is. Not like it's a big deal to train her right now. She's pretty much good to go from the start. Although she will be getting some more chances to level up in the endgame portion of Chapter 2, which is actually pretty close. Wait here. Yeah, we can wait here. Actually, we may want to dance for Nelucci and Valencia. Let's see. And then she does have a few chapters in Part 4. Part 2 is probably my least favorite part because you do jump around from the units you're allowed to use. Like this team, the next chapter, we're actually not going to have any access to any of them whatsoever. And then the third chapter, I believe we join up a little bit more. And finally, the fourth chapter, it's a new team. And then the final chapter of Part 2, because there's only 5 in total, we all kind of join up. But then by that point, we're getting ready for another part, so it's kind of a pain to train some people. And half of this army that we're going to meet in Part 2 joins up with Part 3, which is Spoiler Ike. They join up with Part 3. Move you just a little bit further forward. But then half of them don't, and it kind of hurts them a lot, especially Marcia here. She's in the later joining group on Ike's team. Valencia is stuck holding the staff, so if she gets attacked by anything, she won't be able to counter, so I'll just let Marcia and Nelucci do most of the work here. It actually becomes problematic later on, because when she does get her legendary weapon, it's harder to trade around, I remember, because no one else can pick it off of her. And do those, like, trade strats to get what you want on a character. Okay, how's Nelucci's gauge? I think you can maybe lure this guy out. Now, these clouds work as, terrain, so it's something to take note of if you struggle a bit in this chapter. Try and use the clouds, like, I guess they work like foliage on the ground, pretty much. Ow. Marcia has some great dialogue for these wyverns. If you do manage to beat them, because this chapter is, I believe, on a, it's technically a defense chapter, you have to, like, survive for so many turns. Yeah, 8 turns. Can Leanne even get there? No, she can't. You have to survive for 8 turns. If you manage to clear out everyone by then, she'll say something like good riddance or run away, lizard breath, but there's no one left, so it's kind of amusing. And we can do this faster with some good use of Leanne. But I don't want to lure too. Now, I think these have 8 movement. Yeah. Just put Marcia here, maybe. With her javelin. Maybe get you in here to help. Yeah, well, we would normally be able to weapon triangle them, but not in this game. Although he's not really doing anything anyway. Probably because she's tier 3. Yes, luckily Valencia has trained herself exponentially between Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, so we don't have to train up an S character. It would be pretty painful if she was a tier 1. Ow, we missed. Oh, it is a javelin. Okay. Now Marcia, on the other hand, certainly enjoys this lack of weapon triangle. We should be getting help soon. Hopefully. Yeah, we will be getting a reinforcement here. Can't remember what turn or if he is proximity triggered to join. By the time he joins, Nelucci will probably run out of gauge. I'll let you finish him off. Nope, there we go, a critical. Should have fought the other one. I'll leave you here. Yeah, I don't know who we're bordering around because it's only the 3 of us. Well, 4 of us, I guess, including Alencia. It's kind of a high hit chance, but I could always just dance for Alencia. Maybe. Marcia should be fine. I don't think I've ever lost in this map. Okay, good. That is enough to kill him. Maybe I'll dance for... Let's dance for you two. Maybe attack from right here. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of buff from the cloud. Okay, good. You know, I think I said at the beginning of this playthrough I'd turn animations off, and I never did. I actually quite like the animations in this game. I don't know if Alencia has to talk or if it's Marcia. I believe it's Marcia. There we go. I'm pretty sure. Okay, yeah, Nayluchi's done. I'm pretty sure it's Marcia. Yep, Har is here. So here's Har, and he's the best student in the game. That's all we really have to say. I'm going to be using Har, of course, in Part 2 here when we have him, and Part 3. He is one of the earlier joining units in Part 3, but I'm not using him in endgame. Har is just obviously, as you can imagine, used quite a lot because he's so good. So I think we'll try and get him and Alencia up further. Where can Leanne go? Like right there. If we put Alencia 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles down. Put the sword. Sing for them. I think Nayluchi's going to be out of play the rest of the episode, unless we use a Laguz stone, but I never really found it too useful here. I'd actually much rather save it for later on. Right, so I think some of these guys have hand, yeah, you all have hands. Pole axe. And we'll just keep you nearby for healing, I guess. Get Marcia a little bit closer. Yeah, he's moving. It's really ironic to me that Har is the best unit in the game because his personality is being lazy and sleepy, and yet we expect him to carry us and do all the work. It's actually pretty amusing to me. But yeah, Har, he can take care of himself from the go, which is why I always say he's better than Jill. I mean, I personally think he's just a lot better than Jill. I mean, that's just my opinion. Don't get offended by it. I have a lot of strong opinions on certain characters in this game. I'm sure you'll be seeing that by Part 3. I recently put up a chart on the Reddit. It was like one of those, your favorite Pokemon of each type, but it was Fire Emblem characters, and someone mentioned that I had a lot of Tellius characters, and I did. I had, who did I have? I had... I don't know if I want to put Leanne in here. It might be a little dangerous. You actually can't finish him. I had Edward, Soren, Tabarn and Rayson, Titania. Who else did I have? Meg. Yeah, I was a little biased, if I admit. I might just have Alencia pick her up. Let's see. How bad do you get messed up by these? 13, 19, It's not going to be enough. No. You actually can't do anything. Okay. I mean, I plan to have Har and Marcia pick that weaker guy off. Alright, so let's try the axe. Although we may have to have him equip the other axe with Marcia. Orphans, of course, as you can tell from this, are pretty tanky. Their only weaknesses, I think I mentioned with Jill and Ileana, is thunder magic. Oh, you actually did not. I mathed that horribly. It's thunder magic. But thunder magic, as I definitely discussed with Ileana, is not that great in this game. I'm just going to javelin you. That way if Mr. Short Axe comes by, oh boy. Sigh. Well, at least you dodged. Marcia. Okay, I might have to have Valencia actually come in here and... we're not going to waste time doing that. I'll probably go for Valencia now since she can't counter. I don't remember if he'll try and grab Leanne. But he does have to fly around all of us. I guess Neyluchi can come grab her if need be. Okay, yeah, you're gonna go for Valencia. Of course you are, and you'll probably try and fly out of Har's range. Cool. Yeah, you're going in a spot that, oh dear. Let's see. Where can Leanne get to? I don't think she's going to be able to. Let's see. Har's movement is, what, 10? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, if I have Har come here and javelin to start... I kind of want to kill him, obviously. Please don't make like Marcia and miss. Okay, yeah, Har has cancel like I put on Edward. Of course helpful for him. I want to try and attack with anyone else. Yeah, that's not going to work. I guess I can keep healing. Bother for these two. I think at this point it might be best to have someone grab Leanne. Har, can you kill him yet? You can. Actually, that's perfect. Yeah, I think that'll do it. Actually, let's go from this angle, just to be extra safe. Yeah, even though we're not using Har all the way to endgame, I still would prefer to have him trained a little bit for Part 3. Not that he really needs it. I don't know how much bonus experience we'll be getting in Part 2, because the one chapter where you can get a lot, I'm probably just going to kill everything. Okay, that was good. But maybe we'll be able to promote him. And that should do... Actually, no, because, yeah, we're going to see the amusing thing. Is anyone hurt? No, I don't believe so. Yeah, you're yelling at no one, Marcia. Well, I guess when you have a brother like Makalov, you would go a little crazy. But that'll do it for the Sky chapter, and I will see you for the next one.